So SA are really bossing things right now in the Group C of the Nigerian World Cup qualifying series, beating Lesotho today shamelessly 3 goals to 0 in a match that was very annoying for a lot of people except the South Africans, because obviously that display showed some very poor quality. I'm even beginning to wonder, how did the Super Eagles get to split points with this same Lesotho side? These guys are they are the easiest team in this group. I can't even understand how we could have drawn Lesotho. I think it was even at home that we drew them. It's crazy. Again, that explains why Nigeria find themselves in the position that we are right now. South Africa, kudos to them as well. Bossing the group right now, cementing their place. Not yet, not yet there, not yet there quite, but they are getting somewhere right now after 7 games, remaining 3 games, total for South Africa and Benin, but they have 16 points from these games. Of course, let's still bear in mind that they are still uh liable, potentially to be deducted 3 points from. But as it stands now, they cruise very much in the group. And also a bad news, I would say, obviously a bad news for Nigeria is also the fact that Benin Republic won their game again against Zimbabwe. They played, I think, concurrently the same time. Benin won that one narrowly by 1 goal to 0, pushing Jonathan Rowe and Benin Republic to the second position with 11 points after 7 games. So right now, as the table stands, Nigeria are in the fourth, Rwanda third, Benin second, South Africa first, and we have just 7 points. And of course, now it brings us again to the reality that it's now even increasingly more important that we have to win the game tomorrow against Rwanda. I think Rwanda is one of the strongest, teams in this group. It's a little bit unfortunate because obviously Nigeria will meet the toughest in this round, no doubt about that. But no excuses to be made. 3 points is assured. 3 points is what needs to be done. It's not a match that we have to go and say, okay, we played a stronger side or we played a more difficult side. 3 points is what we have to get tomorrow for we to close that gap just a little bit. Close the gap just a little bit. And then we'll go from there, prepare for the South African game. But the night has ended. 2 games from the group, Lesotho 3, South Africa 0. By the way, South Africa played a really fantastic game. Even though I'm not a fan, they started the game very well. Goals coming from the likes of Moha Nkota and then Leo Foster before Oswan Apolis gave them the third goal to secure all 3 points. And then for the Zimbabwe side, for the Republic side, I think they scored their 1 goal in the second half, pushing Raw closer to the playoff position. So Nigeria will have their eyes set on grabbing 3 points tomorrow to at least be close to the playoff positions, which is the Raw position and the Benin Republic position right at this point. But let's move a little bit away from that, guys, and talk about what's been happening right now. Of course, there's been some gingering coming into the camp of the Super Eagles right now, because we've seen, a couple of legends show up in the Gossip Akpobio Stadium just to support or motivate or bring some sort of boost, or confidence to the boys, knowing fully well that they are going to need every bit of it that they can get tomorrow. So the likes of Victor Ikbeba, and a couple of other great legends of the national team have all arrived to support the boys, Coach Eric Shaw and whatever is going on in the camp at this point. But I was really disappointed, for the results today. I thought at least there could have been some split of points and some delays delays of some people who are actually feeling invincible at this point. But it is what it is. We'll go on. There's still a lot of games. Not actually a lot of games. 3 games to be played, but it's not done at the moment. But let's go on, guys, and talk about some reactions uh, coming in concerning the match that will go down tomorrow. One man, Super Eagles ever reliable midfielder Frank Onyeka has stepped up to give some confidence or some confidence talks regarding that game tomorrow evening. And for Frank Onyeka, he says that that game tomorrow is going to be a fight. To That game will be fight, and especially for him, this game is very important, and this game is really it's going to be intense because the last game against Rwanda, Frank Onyeka was visibly seen or visibly pictured consistently fighting or quarreling with one guy that had dreadlocks, with that team. And so he believes that the strongest or the most resilient is going to take the day at the end of the day. So in this way, he said, I know it's not easy feeling this way, especially after the past games. We're in a difficult position now, but as a team, we are doing everything we can. We are confident, we are training hard, and the coaches, as well as everyone in the squad, believe we can come out with good results. That is the momentum that Frank Onyeka has dropped off now to kind of motivate the guys, going into tomorrow's game. I'll just leave it at that, guys. A little bit disappointed, very much disappointed, to be honest, that South Africa are still feeling invincible, which they are really not at this point. But kudos to them at the end of the day for getting that very clean sweep of Lesotho team, who by now I think they should be asking themselves questions. Did they really come to get the ticket, or they came to dash South Africa points? Because if you remember, these guys are the same guys that they feuded Mokwena illegitimately, and they refused to make any appeals for the points to be deducted. They're always claiming we are families with South Africa, we are relatives. We love ourselves. We come into their country, we work, we don't have issues with ourselves, our people, and their people are okay. So we don't care about that. It's fine. They should take the point. That's what they always claim. And is it a coincidence that they come into this match to lose 3-0 just like that? Well, I'll leave it for you guys to decide. That's the update for now. Leave your reactions. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk later tomorrow before Nigeria game.